Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. Happy Tuesday. Now, let's be honest for just like 2 seconds with each other, okay? Um, it's actually Saturday for me. I'm just filming this ahead of time. I really wanted to talk about this weekend, but I already had a video every day leading up till Tuesday, so I wanted this to be the first thing that was like the new filming stuff to hit. And I wanted to talk about this because this is going to be really cool. And it affects us the most because a ton of the content, if not almost all the content anymore, is Speed Duel for this channel. So Speed Duel has finally, like Konami, finally kept it up this time. They have a new Speed Duel box. It is going to be another midterm box, and I just right off the rip, I love these and I hate these, and let's just talk about that, right? Like, let's forget the fact that you saw Sartorius and Jaden, okay? Yeah, cool. Good stuff's coming. We'll talk about it. We will. But like, let's talk about why a Speed Duel midterm box feels weak. Um, Honestly, we're gonna get four like main decks. So you're gonna get a handful of support, probably some good reprints, um, and it's going to expand what we have. Um, I'm kind of against it because it does feel it's too small. It's not enough. We're gonna have that, and we're gonna have to wait like almost another 6 months. I think I predicted it properly that it was going to occur, that we were going to see this towards the end of March, because somebody asked in the comments, and I was like, yeah, it seems like we're getting 2 releases a year. But with this, you guys got to remember, this is why this is great, okay? It's great because we're not wasting an entire box on GX right now. So they are going to milk this out. So we will probably see a bounce between the original like Duel Monsters, OGs, Yugi, Kaiba, and them. We'll probably see a nice resolution to Battle City. And what this means is we're still going to go ahead and advance the GX storyline a little bit. This probably buys us like a full year extra before 5Ds. So before everybody gets all bent out of shape and they go, oh no, they ruined my Speed Duel by putting synchros in it. You guys got to remember, they are also trying to put it off as long as possible for you because they are capitalizing on the fact that they know that you wanted something that felt old school with like a newish little vibe, which is why we have skill cards. They just tried to breathe some new life into a wonderful game for us. And they're taking their time. And so far, I got to say, their card selections have been pretty on point to create something that's, for the most part, fair and balanced. And I say for the most part because when we have releases like this, when we have these boxes, instead of, let's see what we used to get, you used to have to buy like Scars of Battle, and the drop rate was like crazy low for the foils. So then you're buying a bunch of boxes, or you're buying just a structure deck that's got 2 players in it, or you're buying Attack from the Deep, or Arena of Lost Souls, or what have you. Once they started going into these boxes, what we start to see is we start to get just a better, even playing field for all players concerned. Look, the people who want the foils, number one, they're going to be playing in the locals and higher ranked tournaments. So they are competing for tournament packs, or maybe you get to tournament packs when they enter. Not sure how it works in your area. I basically go and I just goof off with the players outside of the tournament and just play against them for fun, because I just sometimes my work schedule doesn't allow me to actually play in tournament, and so far hasn't let me play in tournament. But it is what it is. I mean, it's still all good. But what we do see is we see almost every player now having the same card base. So whereas you used to be able to say Yu-Gi-Oh was pay to play and pay to win, you guys are all getting the same release. You guys are getting the same X cards in Y box, and as long as you bought 3 of, you have play sets. And as long as you keep up with these releases, and it's a lot easier to keep up with buying 3 of a box. It's maybe $30, maybe $16. That's easy for you. But if you're doing that, like, and you got to remember, this is a midterm box, so half the size is half the price. It is half the size though, but it's still half the price. So a normal player, to keep competitive once this is released, it's like less than $50 to stay in. $50 is less than any video game that you guys are going out there and playing. Unlike video games, going all digital and everything, these are physical cards. You can sell them, like you could trade them. There's something that you can hold on to. They're real. Um, and as far as like players like me, I got a whole big box next to me, and everything's sleeved. So like, it's something I always wanted for my like advanced format collection, my common charity collection. Anytime I had a playable collection, I always wanted all my cards to be sleeved at all times, and Speed Duel has let me do that. But that's, I think, maybe enough of the rant. Can we get into the meat and potatoes of it? So the first thing you notice is you see Neos on the side of the box. They posed our boy just right so we'd see him. Can't really tell who's supposed to be up on the top there. Ultimate Tyranno, maybe? Looks like a dinosaur. So I'm not sure. We got Sartorius and we've got Jaden. So right there, I'm immediately saying, cool. We got Jaden, we got Neos. Let's see which Neos Spacians we get. Spoiler alert, we're probably never going to get Air Neos again. And again, I think this comes because of the Neos Air, like Italian like airline company, and them also just happening to like have a red hummingbird character as their mascots. I doubt we'll get it. It would be amazing if we did. Sartorius, the first thing I think of when I see him is I see Arcana Force cards. So those of you who aren't familiar, it's a series of monsters based on the real tarot cards, not terror. Little tongue tie. And if I'm not mistaken, they call them something. There's 22 of them. I think they're called the minor arcana or the major arcana. And it's kind of where the cards get their name in this series. But there's 22 cards overall. It starts with the Fool, ends with like the World and stuff. And they're real tarot cards. So like look them up. But they have two effects. It's a coin-based deck. So I expect a nice coin-based skill, something that maybe lets us cheat the thing once or twice a duel, something. We got a release date for the end of March, which is fantastic. They're saying that they're going to put, set size. We don't know how many cards we're going to get yet. It's probably going to be around 200 or something. It's going to be a boxed set. OTSs will get them 2 days earlier. That's fine. They'll be legal in tournament when everybody else gets them. So if you guys have an OTS, there might be like a sneak peek event going on. And the MSRP is going to be like I said, like $16 a box. So for less than $50, you guys are going to catch the whole update and just be straight into it. You're also going to get 3 foil packs, and 3 foil packs means, and this is another thing I was going to, with Speed Duel, people complaining about like the foils were too hard to get. This just foils out a portion of the set, and then the tournament packs do a good job of filling in the other ones for key cards. And then in this last one, I think the tournament pack also had an alternate art for I want to say it was the Power Bond skill. And instead of having Cyrus on it, it had Zane Truesdale on it. So it was actually an alternate art that is just primary to Speed Duel, being that it's a Speed Duel card only. So that's pretty cool. And then they've got their thing here. So blah, 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 blah. Get your game on. The Duel the Light with the midterm destruction. So Sartorius has arrived. Jaden, Neos. That did okay. Ultimate Tyranno. Tyranno Hasselberry. Hasselberry is going to get that deck. I know in the comments we talked. Somebody wanted him to get more support, and here it is. So you ask, and I guess Konami will deliver. Jim the Crocodile Cook. So we're going to get the Fossil deck. This is going to be pretty cool. This wasn't released in the TCG until like last few years, honestly. So like something that's way past the GX era is going to get a faster printing as far as the life of Speed Duel is concerned. So that's pretty cool. So I guess that's just 4 duelists. I was kind of expecting something for our boy with the Destiny Heroes, because he kind of gets up with them. So 4 complete Speed Duel decks, and over 90 cards new to Speed Duel will be released. This is going to be good. 4 pre-built decks. So obviously we're going to go ahead. We're going to open them. Me and Celestial will do our little singles tournament. We'll do a list of the 3 times builds. We will then have a 3 times deck tournament. We probably go ahead and make a supplemental build, and we're going to call it like the best build that you could do if this was your start to Speed Duel. So we'll probably make that video too, and we'll just use 3 copies of the structures or everything in the box. New skill cards for returning characters and stuff. Skills for Zane and Aster Phoenix. So maybe we will get some Destiny Hero love. Use your collection to build a new deck. Below skill. Oh no, the Moki Moki deck. So that's finally going to be like live. That's cool. And they're going to place 20 different secret rare variants of popular GX cards. They're announcing Card Trooper and Dandelion and Aqua Dolphin. Now, out of those 3, I don't even care about the Dolphin. Give me the Dandelion and give me the Card Trooper. I'm really good with these cards. I've already got decks that are going to work with these. I've got a lot of tech in my head right now. So, like, I'm super excited just to see those 3 names and know that the Moki King will be in, because I've been waiting for something that uses that. So again, this is really cool. They mentioned that you could just put this together with GX series of cards. So if you're one of those players who separates your boxes per time period, which is another really cool thing that I guess we could do. So we could keep all GX cards and GX sets and any cards that were printed in original sets to original sets, and you can make up your boxes any which way that you want, which is kind of cool. They are guaranteeing 100 commons, 12 skills, 4 secret rares at random, and your playmat. Now, this is going to bother me because up here it said they don't know what the set size is, but it looks to me like we could say it's a 112 card set. You're going to have 12 skills and 100 cards in the set, and then the possibility to rip any 4 out of the 20 that are also secret rares. So every box is going to get 116 cards and a couple playmats. Like, I don't get where they did that, but like, this is cool. This is good. I think this is a good step for Konami. And again, guys, like, you might not like the fact that we're getting a small box, but generally we don't get 2 small boxes in a row. So that means next fall, around September-ish time period, we should be looking at another delicious full-size 200 card stack box, 8 structure decks, bigger tournament, bigger releases, more cards. Now the question is going to be, are they going to finish off the GX era? Or are they going to continue with GX a little bit? Are they going to move into the spirit world, where I think it was Jesse had to find the Rainbow Dragon. We met some Gravekeepers. Dark World still needs to get fleshed out, guys. Dark World is still a thing. They've already released a couple of cards. We need the rest of them. So there's absolutely at least one more set if we just base ourselves off of that. And of course, they need to find a stunning way to conclude Battle City as well. So there is lots of cool things in the horizon. Again, anybody who was worried, is Speed Duel dead? We didn't get an update. It's been up for at least, let's see, I said that I'm releasing this on Tuesday. So Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday. It's been up for at least 4 days. I didn't really hear anything or notice anything. Before that, there was a little bit of like somebody at Konami like accidentally hit the release button, made it go live, and then it got yanked down real quick. I'm not sure how valid that is. I didn't go and check at that time period. But it's definitely live now. And just basing off of the cards we know are out, there obviously has to be at least 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 5 more sets. You know what I'm saying? And again, I don't think Konami is going to give this up. This has been a good moneymaker. They are guaranteeing that for the most part, every player wants to buy 3 of it. Most people are doing that. A couple of our viewers, they do this as a board game. So what they do is they set all of this up, and then they have their friends over. They run their little tournaments like that. It's amazing. We've got a father-son duo in between like Adam and Mokuba. And what they do is they buy 3 of each, and this is his great way of spending time with his kid, which is awesome. And this is their source of entertainment. They come here for the deck lists, and then they go and they have a wonderful time all week. So every time we give them a deck list, they go, they update, they have fun with them, and that's what it's all about. So um, as long as they keep giving us releases, we're gonna keep doing this and having fun with you guys. But Konami sees like all these things happening, and they know they're going to guarantee their sales. And when sales dipped because the booster packs weren't as popular, they changed up their format. They said, well, what if we just added what would be the equivalent of like a set? Because the sets weren't even that big. They were like 50 card sets, maybe. And you were buying like 4 or 5 card packs or whatever it was. And you'd buy a box. A box is only like $30, but still, to try to get a playset of everything, you still might spend $200. But they understand that if they put everything together in a beautiful bit of packaging for us, and they go, hey, we're going to give you some secret rares, that's going to be some extra value. But the secret rares are already common and in the set, so that's like an elitist thing. If you want to buy more, you can go buy more. It's going to help the secondary market as people sell those, trade those, whatever. And they've got a brilliant business model going right now. So Speed Duel is definitely here to stay. I don't want to entertain the is Speed Duel dead again question. But yeah, there's this. Now, what are we doing for the rest of the week? Because I've got you guys way longer than I normally do. So let me go ahead and show you. I was challenged. It was a request. What could I do if I only had a single box of the Streets of Battle City? What is the best deck I could make? Well, that's a good question, because Singleton is much harder to play, but it's not exactly Singleton because it's a Speed Duel box. Certain cards were printed in multiples, and one thing that we did have in Streets of Battle City was if you only had one box, we can get technical and say that you technically had 4 Dark Magicians in that box. And the reason we can count that is the secret rare was guaranteed along with Slifer, right? Arcana's deck came with 2. Now, maybe one of those 2 was the secret rare. So let's back it down. Let's say there's 3 Dark Magicians in every box, and that one of them is the secret rare and one is the common art. But I do want to say that there was 2 red arts in the commons because I moved some over to my common charity box, and I'm an absolute glutton when it comes to alternate art. So I definitely have like 9 sleeved Dark Magicians, well, 12 sleeved Dark Magicians for Speed Duel if you count the secrets. And then the Yugi deck came with 1. So like there's definitely 3 in this box. So you would have a playset of Dark Magician. Spell Power Grasp was ran at 2. Polymerization was in 2 decks. Magician of Faith was in 2 decks. Gearfried, the Iron Knight, was ran at 2. There are certain cards that were in this set that did see multiple appearances. So we took that into account, but I couldn't decide on one. So I'm going to show you guys the skills, and these are the decks that will be coming out. So tomorrow I have a basically Singleton Ultimate Wizardry build because it's like my favorite skill. I'm sorry. After that, I'm going to be playing one Heart of a Warrior build. And then after that, I want to get down and dirty with the Battle City Siren skill. And I have 3 for you. There's going to be a little bit of overlap. You won't be able to play these all at the same time. But every one of these decks conforms to, and this was another question recently, because and it's good to know I'm not the only one who misses these from time to time. Somebody asked on one of my recent builds about Jinzo being limited to 1, the one-ofs. All 3 of these lists will be conforming to the September 2023 Speed Duel limitations and ban list. So I do keep this. This is always near my cards. It is 100% fine, guys. We will go ahead. We'll perform all 3 of these decks for you. And I just hope that you guys enjoy them. All right? So for now, my friends, thank you for putting up with me talking for nearly 20 minutes. I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed this. And if you did, continue doing what you've been doing. Like, comment, sub, do the things, don't do the things. Have a wonderful day. And to everybody who's helped me out with the Buy Me a Coffee, again, thank you. It really helps us continue doing these releases. And in all honesty, we already have what we need saved up and pulled out and ready to go as soon as the next Speed Duel release is there. You guys have already funded that one. So that's awesome. And thank you. But for now, you guys have a lovely day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.